wondering where I'm going. Well. I decided to take you guys on a little adventure today. Let's go. So you're probably wondering where I'm taking you guys. Well, to be honest, it's Friday already and I've been so busy this week that I haven't had time to film a YouTube video for Sunday. So I also have a workshop tomorrow, so that leaves me today to film, but, excuse the car, but I have to go to a meeting with an accountant and then I have a lot of other jewelry related things to do, so I thought I would take you guys along for a day in the life so you can see what it's like being a jewelry designer for the day and all the other things that you need to do as well. At a very interesting meeting, trying to figure out how to make my business a bit more legal in Belgium. So I just need to get my business bank account details. So we have just come back from a super exciting, I mean the meeting itself wasn't exciting, but what we got out of it was amazing. So we are now officially registered in Belgium, so we can buy materials, we can do everything jewelry related officially now, so that is great, super great news. So we have a VAT number that's going to be active from 1st of January, so woohoo, I'm in business, which is great. Now we are on our way to go and get some food because the situation's getting a little bit dire. We haven't had a chance to go to the shop in ages. We usually do a big shop every 2 weeks, but we haven't had time to do that, so we are going to pop into a shop and grab some food so we can have some lunch, and then we are going to, I am going to prepare for one of my one-to-one sessions and see where else the day goes. Stick around. Great. So 2 things already ticked off the list. Fantastic. Now we just need to have some lunch and then get myself prepared for coaching calls, so just go over everything that I'm gonna do with her and check that everything's ready. And then this afternoon I'm going to prepare for something exciting that's happening tomorrow. So I'm gonna make some lunch. This is one of my all-time favorite quick and easy delicious lunches. No, this is not turned into a cooking show, but sequel to Foraging with Megan. This is so yummy and it is vegetarian because I'm vegetarian. Basically, gonna whip this up real quick. So what I'm gonna do first is, if you want to make it yourself, I am going to chuck some soy sauce. So it's basically kind of like a, I don't know, Asian inspired dish. So a bit of soy sauce in the bowl. So basically make the sauce first in the bowl and then I add all the ingredients. Bit of sesame oil, because everything tastes better with sesame oil, am I right? You know, people ask me if I could live on one cuisine and that alone, it would definitely have to be Asian. Then I have got some rice wine vinegar, but any kind of little bit of vinegar, just a little sprinkle of that. Nice and tasty. Then I am going to add some sriracha, because make it a little bit spicy. And not too much because I don't feel like it being too spicy today. And then obviously because everything's better with lime, and yes, I look like I'm doing something weird to the lime, but I wouldn't cut it the wrong way. Anyway, we have a debate which way to cut the lime. So what do you guys think? Emil likes to cut it this way and I like to cut it this way because I need to get that juice out there, so I'm gonna squeeze it this way. We love you, Emil, but I think I'm right. But I'm open to being proven wrong if you guys think I'm wrong. Stop kicking me. Right, bit of lime and then some delicious maple syrup because, oh my goodness, yum. A little bit of that. I don't know if you guys are feeling this flavor already, but delish. Then sesame seeds, because who doesn't love sesame seeds? I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of them in there. Yummy. I'm just gonna put a bit of normal garlic in there. Crush it up, and not gonna go totally overboard with the garlic. Not that my call is in real life, so she wouldn't be able to tell if I had terrible garlic breath, but this will be enough for this one dish.
Yeah, who cares about me?
You love me unconditionally, so that's all good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's peel that. And then choppity chop chop chop. But a dash of this and a splash of this, so it should spice up my vocabulary, shouldn't I? How about that? And then give it a little squisharoo and a squisharino. And then chuck that in there. Yummy. And then going to give that a little whisk with a fork. Voila! So we're going to mix that up. That already is the secret sauce of heaven, if I say so myself. Yummy. And now I'm going to add some concombre, as they say in French. Give it a little wash, bear with. And bear with me, because I'm going to do something to a cucumber that you probably gonna think, what the hell is she doing? So my pestle, which one's which? Pestle, mortar. Pestle, mortar, I think. So give that a smash. What are you doing, Megan? Oh my god, you're destroying that cucumber. No, no, no. I am making it a sponge for delicious flavor. So I'm gonna chop this. This is a thing. This is a thing, by the way. Sort somewhere. So I am going to chop this guy up. And then all that deliciousness of the sauce is gonna soak up into this and be heavenly. But I am a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie, because this dish should have mango in it. And by goodness, I love mango. But I don't have any, and the shop doesn't have any in it. So I'm chucking that in there. But this is just so easy and so yummy. I'm gonna chuck that in there. So you can, if you want to, just eat this as a yummy fresh salad like this, which I do. Which I do sometimes, especially when it's warmer. But I'm quite hungry today, so I have got on the side some noodles that are busy hanging out in some hot water. So now I'm gonna mix that all in there, try and get all that delicious sauce up on top. Right. Yummity yum yum yum. Delicious. So I'm just getting set up here and ready for the call. The reason I have my phone here as well and I'm joined in here is because when I am screen sharing, certain apps don't let you have the video, so I want to be able to see her. So I have myself with a different email address joined on there, and then I'm going to be on here as well. And so I'm just sending a little link with the Google Doc for today's session so that she has everything. And then she'll be joining us soon, but yeah, obviously the call is going to be confidential, but just give you an idea of how I do it. So yeah. Hello. There she is. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm so well. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see your face. Okay, so this is going to be like the main info directed to the client, and then your other one is your kind of like you living that.
Yes.
Watch the magic happen. It's the best thing ever.
Now I've been looking for this. You've just blown my mind.
I know, right?
You know, like I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of my own way and bring it through.
Yes.
And then step out, and then everything aligned. Like it's just so cool.
Yay! I'm like so excited. Yay! That's amazing.
So now it's actually so perfect, and I think you were such a great catalyst for that as well. I'm just going, who's my niche? What do I want to do? Oh, I can do all of these things. How do I do all of these things? And then like boom, you know?
Yes.
So my whole direction now is very clear, which is cool for our purposes.
Yes. Cool.
Thanks, Michelle. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. That was that. So what I need to do now is to tidy up my desk, my jewelry bench, and get that all set up for workshop tomorrow. So I'm going to lay everything out, get everything set up. So I have 2 people doing a taster day workshop, which is going to be super fun. So it's from 10 till 4, and yeah, they're going to make, so it's their first time ever, so they're going to make some earrings, so learn how to do some different texturing techniques and making some earrings, and then in the afternoon they're going to make rings. So I always love these days because people obviously, it's more human, like you get to chat with the people and put some music on and feed them biscuits, and you know, it's quite nice. And then have a little lunch break, don't worry. But yeah, my desk is a little bit of a mess because I was playing with different ideas and having creative fun. So a little bit of sorting out needs to happen there. So let's clean this desk, huh? Ta-da! All done. That was actually quite quick. I have got my rolling mill, which is a massive, big, heavy thing, and I have never had the space for it, so I've gotten so used to not using it. But in terms of texturing metal, it's super good, as those of you who have one I'm sure know. So I am going to set mine up, which is also the reason why I moved my whole desk, but I thought I had these massive big screws for it, but turns out I don't. So I'm gonna go down to the hardware shop and see if I can find some and set up that bad boy, which weighs 26 kgs, and put it here on the end of the table so that I can use it tomorrow for the workshop. So fingers crossed I managed to find some screws at this hardware shop, because they're quite big, specific ones, and yeah, I haven't been able to find them yet. Let's get suited and booted again and head out into the cold. A fun little story. I basically was going to a photo shoot, so I organized a photo shoot with a lovely person that I met on Instagram, and it was in The Hague, so came over to Belgium, and this was a while ago, maybe like 2 years ago or so. Came over to Belgium and we drove all the way to The Hague, but we left Brussels, so we came over to Emil's parents. We left Brussels at like 6 in the morning to get there in time, so we drove all the way there, and I'm sitting in the car, and so sitting in the car, and I'm thinking to myself, my feet feel so nice and warm. And then I'm like, I wiggle my toes, I'm like, my shoes feel a little bit loose. Maybe I'll just tighten the laces a little bit. I reach down to feel no, not my shoes, but my slippers. And we were already like 45 minutes outside of Brussels by this time, and I just suddenly oh my god, I just packed up laughing, because like, what the hell am I doing? Going to professional photo shoot with models, with professional model, professional photographer, and hair and makeup stylist, and here's me rocking up in my freaking slippers. This is not going to happen. So thank goodness. One, Emil's mum had a second pair of slippers. Second pair, you see, it's just interchangeable in my head. Second pair of shoes, because they were going to go for a nice long walk. So she wanted to wear a different pair of shoes for the walk. And not only did she have a second pair, she was the same size as me. So, OMG, was I freaking one lucky freaking chicken or what? So thankfully I managed to put on her shoes and not arrive at the photo shoot looking like a total idiot. But to this day, they make fun of me, rightfully so.
No problem.
These are a possibility. So I need something like this, but I don't need these extra bits for the wall, because it's just going to go through the tabletop. But that looks like a good size. 12 thickness. It's long. These ones are probably good. So I just got back from the hardware shop, and I am going to have a cup of tea and have a little relax, because I just been busy, and now I'm going to reply to some comments, post a picture on Instagram, and reply to YouTube comments to all you lovely humans. So thank you all so much for you guys who always leave your comments. It actually really helps the algorithm, so keep them coming, and it's so nice reading them. So it really warms my heart, and I appreciate each and every one of them. So thank you guys so much, and if you watched this far, thank you so much for sticking around. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give some love back to you guys while I have my cup of tea, and then I'm going to set up the rolling mill, drill some holes in the table, set that all up. That's more like it. Right, let's get this rolling mill set up. This has been a long time coming, guys, and it is finally time. So So let's just check if that's aligned. It should be. It looks good, nice and straight. Fantastic. So for those of you guys who don't know why rolling mills are so good, basically you can squish anything down, change the thickness of metal. I do have some other options to exchange over here. Somewhere down there in a bag. But basically, yeah, you can flatten metal, reshape things, add texture to metal, which is quite nice. Like roll it through here with like piece of metal, like piece of silver with like bits of wire, or things with texture, with like sandpaper makes actually one of my favorite textures. Obviously you just put it between a piece of paper so that it doesn't damage these. And then you roll it through there, and it creates some super cool textures. So this is super fun, super fun. It's also really good for squishing down your solder if you end up with really, well, if you don't end up with, if you buy solder, it's usually quite thick and then can be a little bit tricky to cut, and also you don't need much of it. It's better when it's thin. So stick it through here and just roll it down, and then it's a lot easier to work with. Yeah, welcome rolling mill. Anyway guys, now I need to set up everything here for tomorrow, and then I can relax a little bit. So we're all set up and ready for tomorrow's workshop. So everybody's got their little stations and little bits of scrap so that they can test out textures. Got some hammers to try things out there as well. And everybody's got their little spot. And the rolling mill, it's all set up. Woohoo! So this was a bit of an interesting video, and if you've watched all the way this far, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some value from it. Sorry it didn't include any making, but yeah, hopefully it gave you a little bit of an insight into what it's like running a jewelry business, because obviously there's so many different elements and aspects that go into it, and yeah, all the logistical side of things is also something to consider. So if you guys have stuck around thus far and you're still watching, thank you so much. That means so much to me, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a bit of an unusual video probably, but hopefully it gave you guys a really good idea of what it's like in a day of a jewelry designer, and also hopefully gave you guys a bit of an idea about how to set up workshops. And if you're interested in seeing an actual workshop in progress, also let me know down in the comments, and maybe I will film one for you guys, so that you guys can see how it goes. Yeah, but anyway guys, till next week, wishing you guys an awesome week. See you guys Sunday. Bye. So join me in the kitchen today while I make. Fucking hell. Easy and super delicious and healthy. Vegan, obviously, because I'm vegan. No, I'm not. I'm vegetarian. I don't know why I got the giggles.